Let's see. It's working so far. Alright. Tried to stream earlier, did not work, but we're back. Not dropping any frames now. Alright. Let's get through this off season. All I did was sim past the bracket and everything. So this is the final bracket. Ohio State beats BYU in the national championship. And yeah, not really any upsets. Virginia upsets Texas Tech, I guess, but so on and so forth. Not really anything else there exciting. For us, we did get 2 new coordinators. Nothing crazy about them, just something simple. Haven't set up the NIL for next season, which it says suggested 25% of our NIL should go towards our roster. So right now we're spending $150, and they want us to spend at least $310. Someone like Malachi Riley, who did so good for us, would be someone I would be down to maybe dump 100 on, but he also, his deal breaker is brand exposure, so I don't think he wants to be here. And then pro potential for a good majority of these guys, which, like, it's finally barely showing if you like overpay for those. But obviously we're not going to dump that much into him, so I'm not even going to. Even McClure, one of our top wideouts last year, wants at least 60, but he wants a pro potential, so yeah. Honestly, don't see us retaining any of these guys unless they somehow just decide to stay. Even Robert McDaniel wants to leave. Pretty much every running back on roster is wanting to leave as well. I mean, the whole team wants to leave. Playing time for this speedster, Eli Barber. Like, I don't know. I think we honestly just don't dump money into the roster. Like, someone like Robert McDaniel, playing style-wise, wants more, but there's no reason to drop a bag when we just got a quarterback in the portal. Or not in the portal, in recruiting, so. I mean, obviously this is more than 20 guys, so I only have it available for 20 people to transfer. So we'll kind of see how it goes from there. But I don't know. I just don't think it's worth trying to overspend for some of these guys, especially these guys who want like pro potential. So just kind of got to get lucky and hope they stay. I don't really know who to put money towards, or if we should put money towards anybody at all. Like quarterbacks, I don't like any of these guys. Like like 15, I mean even 25, I feel like for this sophomore is like unneeded. Halfback wise, I mean, at least Zeke Clay is probably not dipping. I mean, we lose our starting running back, but I mean, these guys want pro potential. So even if you throw money at them, it's not going to be anything crazy. And then wide receiver wise, Jordan Anderson would like to stay speedster with impact dev. Someone I'm going to put 15 on, and he's not really at a risk of leaving, so that's someone I'll definitely put money towards. I would love to try to keep Malachi Riley, but I doubt that man's staying, man. I highly doubt he's staying, and we have a deep receiver room, not with any crazy good talent though, so playing time, they'll probably get playing time with if all these guys leave, or most of them, but I mean, outside of these, Anderson's a good guy to keep. It'd be awesome to keep these top 2 guys at least for their senior years, but I don't see any amount of money that we drop on them that they will stay. I mean, yeah, all these guys want to leave. Freshman, like I'm just like trying to go through and see if anyone's even good. I want to keep Malachi Riley, but this is how much money we gotta spend on him for even maybe to consider staying. You think we really dropped the bag on Malachi Riley to stay one more season? He was our top wideout last year. I just don't. That's like our whole, like maybe 165, but I don't know if we should keep him. I mean, obviously I want to keep him, but I don't know how much we should just go and spend on him. Even like 150 is crazy because he's expecting 100. We'd only be paying him for 1 year, so whatever we pay him. Do we just go with the 150 and maybe hope like everyone else is higher risk of leaving? Because anything, I mean, we maybe have a chance at keeping him by this, but that's most of our NIL roster NIL at least. I mean, he was our top wideout last year, and he catches contested balls. He does everything. I honestly would do it for him to come back for a senior year. But do I give him more than 150? Because if we go to like the deadline, boom, we pay him 185, and that's our whole roster budget right there. Unless we kind of go like here, maybe 170, or do we go like 165 or 160? We got options, Romeo, and I don't know what options or which option to choose. Honestly, I'm going to throw half at him. That means we have 20 in NIL to spend. I don't think there's anyone crazy good that we need to keep or try to keep. Well, that guy's staying. He's not really leaving. Oh my gosh, dude. I feel like we're going to lose so many people. I mean, we didn't really have a good pass rush anyways. And those guys are staying. I mean, these guys are probably leaving, but they don't even have like crazy potential. I feel like they're not even gonna upgrade that much. Gordon Sims would maybe be a good guy to try and keep, but I mean, he's 80 overall, pure power, but there's just no way we could do that. We're already over the roster NIL budget, just spending our money towards Malachi Riley. These guys are dookie enough. I mean, Woolwine was fine last year. Corners, Buxton's gonna stay. I mean, this guy is star dev, and he's a redshirt junior with 83 speed. But he'd have to make a big jump going into his senior year for us to even kind of get him. Honestly, think I like Malachi Riley enough. We might as well just give him the money and then hope, like just hope 20 other guys leave. Kicker staying, and then we're bringing in a new punter. I mean, really, we just drop the bag on like Malachi Riley and hope he doesn't leave. And then if not, we have money to spend, or we have more money, so at least we'll get Jordan Anderson back. Running back wise is just, it's rough in the backfield. Isaiah Carlson's the only guy with like kind of potential. But like on a running back, I feel like it's not worth it. Honestly, I think I'm just going to drop the bag on Malachi Riley. I feel like that's so much, dude. Let's try 155 and see if he stays. And there's so many people risking of leaving that we just gotta hope out of the 20 that choose to go, we get some good ones to stay. Facility upgrade. We have the ability to upgrade, but I'm not going to because that'll take all of our NIL. But it will just cost the 50. I don't even know what we could add here. I don't think there's anything too good. Increase. Yeah, I don't like any of those. I think we leave it here because as long as we have 50, we should stay at a competitive facility, and then hopefully by next year we'll be able to upgrade to a premier facility and we get plus 4% progression. But I mean, it would be nice to buy it right now, but I don't see how we do that. And then we won't be able to do that till preseason. And then recruiting NIL is 110 right now. And we're kind of around the cut line of the suggested 25% of the NIL going to our roster. So I think it's okay. I think we don't go with the upgrade facility. Maybe next year. I think we'll be big enough. I feel like, where did all the money go? We're around at least 700. I feel like we should have more. And then review next season blueprint. Conference prestige points earned is 500 out of 2,000 from the Mountain West. Playing in and winning big games, 165 out of 6,000. Stadium atmosphere, win more games, especially at home. So got to get that up. Win some home games next year. Hopefully playing a conference championship soon. I don't know if we can make that push for next year, but then miscellaneous, we'll try to get some extra NIL. And our total budget's at $1,230. That is not a lot. And we haven't completed any goals. So I think we're going to ride on hopefully Malachi Riley staying with that NIL bump. If not, we'll see how we move. Ohio State won the Natty. We will advance. I'm not very good at managing a budget here. Everyone wants to leave, of course, and we'll kind of see who we have left on this team. Players leaving. It is still going to be Malachi Riley, and we have a very low persuasion chance at getting him back. So we offered him the 155. He's probably not going to come back. We lose probably our best guard on roster, our best defensive player. Yeah, everybody's leaving. I think it picks like the higher overall people, and we will say goodbye to Robert McDaniel, which is okay. We're bringing in the freshman. He's going to start right away. That stings, though. There's some good talent leaving, I think, but there's also some okay talent leaving. That we should be able to replace. I'm gonna try the persuade Malachi Riley. Low chance. He's not persuaded. Okay, he's going. All right. Looks like Anderson's going to be our front runner at wide receiver, and hopefully some guys have big off seasons, but we probably lose some of our best players right there. And then graduating, no one's going to be in the draft, it looks like. Our best player was our punter at 83. And yeah, that sucks. We see Jabari Bates, what a year. He would just graduate though, probably go into the UFL. And then we lose graduation of Weaver and Rob McDaniel. So we'll still have backup quarterbacks on roster, which isn't bad. So we should get that Malachi Riley money back at least. So that's good. We'll get that NIL back. But let's advance out of that. A little rough. Probably expected to go better maybe. Hopefully we get better goals this next season that aren't defensive focused that we can try to get in. Draft results. Nobody sneaks in. I don't really care to look around the country on who else got in. Managed blueprint. We will look into the transfer portal. Obviously, the guys we already signed here. Big jump for Miles Alumba, who hopefully... we actually have good letters on, so we could kind of hard sell for him for sure. And then he really needs a big 50 burgers sent his way. And yes, we go back up to 630 NIL since not retaining Malachi Riley, which is probably for the better. And then Vigil will probably get 87 speed, 91 acceleration. He'd be an awesome freshman. We might just have a lot of freshmen play this next year. Matthew Ruggins. We're gonna see if we can get... can we hard sell? Actually, yeah, our letters aren't bad. We're just gonna see if we can try to get him without scholarship. And then we do have a scholarship on him that we will maybe not hard sell. Let's just do 25 and see where that goes. And then haven't offered a scholarship on him yet. We might have to try and offer like a cheap scholarship, but I don't know if that's going to persuade them very much. And then there. And then we have 250 hours left. So if we can get these guys to roll in, I think we're fine at getting him. So I'm just going to drop 5 on him. Then the portal. I don't know if anybody wants to come and play for us here. Not really worried about a quarterback. As you see, we have a lot of needs. I think edge is a huge one. And wide receivers. Oh my god, we need the whole shebang. Do we have a good pipeline with anybody that would be willing? Ooh. Hold up. Wait a minute. Try to get back. Is there low-key a way we could try to get Malachi Riley back? Oh no. No. We don't have high enough brand exposure to get Malachi Riley back. The only guys would be these San Jose State guys that left us. Other than that, I mean, yikes. Transfer freshman speedster Marcelo Vitti wants no NIL. We could work with that. At least. And then any kind of... Dude, we need pretty much everybody. We need so many people on this team. Not even funny. Contact seeker, and we are bringing in a running back, so from South Carolina, transfer freshman. Maybe we try to bring in Coleman. I feel like wide receiver we should maybe try. And go hard in the paint. I mean, some of these guys didn't even play last year, so it's like... Maybe a USC receiver. Tight end for sure. If we could get a transfer tight end, that would be... Colorado State. Colorado State always has good tight ends. Shout out Romeo. He needs a vertical threat, but he wants 100 NIL. Vertical Parker Elmore from Indiana. Here we go, Notre Dame. Oh, he's a physical. I want more of a vertical threat tight end for sure. Washington has any good ones? No, I think we'll add him. Tackle-wise, anybody that wants to come here would be awesome. Agile John Randall, we're just going to add him. I don't think we'll get a lot of these guys, but anybody would be a win in my book. I think we mainly look at 3 stars. Okay, so all these tackles at least want some kind of money. I mean, I don't think we're going to be able to get all of these guys, but anybody sort of would be awesome. So you would get this guy because he... But raw strength is not usually a good one to have. These guys aren't really transferring from prestigious places. Like this Texas A&M guy. Raw strength, frick it. I just negated myself in saying raw strength, but I'm going to just try and add it. Edge rushers is huge. We have... Speed rusher freshman Darian Moore. San Diego State. Speed rusher as well. Transfer freshman. I'll add those two. Because 6 is a little egregious to go after. I mean, we don't even have enough points to go after all these guys, but might as well add them and, like, hope and pray. We'll add this former Michigan man, and then outside linebacker. It's not like a must, but there's some good ones here. Playing time, we can do that for you. Honestly, we'll just add that one Florida State guy. Corner is like a must. Cincinnati, Yerp. Any early of these guys want just straight up playing time? I mean, he wants playing time. Anybody just want playing time? Because we can offer playing time. Here we go. From Penn State, Christian Ashcrew transfer freshman. We can do that for you. Free safety. Ooh, an Oregon guy, Peyton Woodyard. Add. And then strong safety. Another guy from Penn State, hybrid. We are bringing in a really good strong safety, actually. So I'm going to rock with the freshman and not worry too much about getting someone else. Because we already added so many people that I honestly don't even think we have a chance at getting. Who the speedster was one of them, but let's check his only 87 speed, and he's supposed to be a speedster, man. I don't want to waste too much points on scouting if I want to get him. So definitely focus on getting this man right here. Scholarship is going to be offered. Honestly, we're just going to do 5 there. Do we just drop a 50 burger on him? Let's see. Tight ends must. I want a good tight end this year, and that'd be huge. Offensive line also huge. Agile tackle, freshman, and cheaper. We can offer the 10 NIL. And honestly boost him with a little 15er. And then we'll just drop 10 and see, hopefully tickles his fancy a little. Edge rusher, either of these speed rushers would be nice, especially this guy, Darian Moore, 6'5", 250 from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we're just gonna do 5 over what he's asking and put 10 on him. Call her a day. Pure power D tackle, maybe. I think someone we gotta look into. Wants 0 NIL, so we'll drop 5 for him without scouting. Probably should be scouting, but who cares? And then the corners, I am gonna hopefully 91 speed. You are for sure getting that. That's gonna be anything better than we had last year. And then Mr. Ashku from Penn State, I believe. Not terrible. So hopefully just everyone disregards these guys and just doesn't pursue them. Because that would be awesome. Okay, third. Do I just offer scholarships to these guys? Let's do that for now, and hopefully we get some type of interest from these guys. And we might have to offer to some of these 3 stars. And hopefully we can just offer like a cheap scholarship, or I don't know if they're going to commit. But this is a must, because this team is hurting a lot roster-wise. So we'll advance to week 2 and see if we get any movement going here. We get a verbal commit from Miles Lumba. Amazing, but we're still going to be in a recruiting battle for him. Rakeem Vigil, no one going after him. We get a verbal commit. We are locked out of these 2 other guys we did not put points on. And it looks like someone else committed elsewhere, I believe. Or no, I was just seeing things. Someone did not commit elsewhere. Okay, let's see if we made any movement. We can get rid of these guys that locked us out. I thought someone else maybe locked us out. Oh yeah, Marcel Ritty, the speedster. A lot of people going after Jair Coleman, so that's probably going to be a no. We make movement on these guys, just still haven't offered them scholarships. Boom. Fresno pulled out of this punter, which not like it mattered, so hopefully the scholarship just takes the cake on that, and at worst we'll just add 50 to it. No movement for Corey Sims. We jump up to first for Parker Elmore. We can't put him on a visit just yet. But that's maybe looking like we're probably not going to get him if Stanford's pursuing him. Maybe all along we just needed to go after the Colorado State guy. Alright, Romeo, I added the Colorado State guy at tight end. He probably will... He's expecting 100 NIL. I actually... Okay, we're removing the Colorado State guy. Sorry, Romeo. He's asking for too much money. Any vertical threat guys? These two right here. With no offers as well. This guy's 6'7". This guy's 6'5", asking for nothing. It is a win in my book. You, sir, will get a scholarship offer. Well, you're gonna retract. Yep. There we go. Sorry. He's out of my pay. Okay, you'll lend me some NIL. You'll put some towards the program. Okay, then maybe we might pursue him if you put some NIL towards the program. Just send over some in the mail from Wyoming, and we'll be good. Okay, any movement here? Only one going after Peyton Woodward. Not much movement for Askew, which I think he's actually pretty good. So realistically, maybe we try scheduled a visit for playing time and then drop. The letter grades aren't too bad. And then drop 50 on him and see if we can hopefully get a nice boost there. And then for Patrick Williams, can't put him on a visit, so then we just are going to send the house for him and hopefully get that rolling. And then Hawaii makes the giant jump for Dalen Green. Only one going there. Probably not going to land Thomas. Randall has no one going after him as well. So what I think we do here is just offer the minimum. And then I'm going to put points towards this guy. And then realistically, we're not really making moves, so 31-0 to Hawaii. I mean, I lost to Hawaii too. If that makes you feel any better, I didn't lose 31-0, but I did lose to Hawaii myself. Okay, week 3. I don't think we're making any movement, but my hope is that offering any kind of scholarship to these guys will make them commit. Boom, verbal commit. If we can get Mr. Alumba here, Arizona State pulls out of him, so what we really can do, we've already offered him a scholarship. We can leave that 10 and at least get 40 out of him. Same with Vigil, we can leave 5 on him. And then these guys, they're close to at least verbal committing. If we can get them to verbal commit without offering them. But we might have to offer them on the last week. We're going to land Steve Regimo. Big jump for Corey Sims. Have the lead for Parker Elmore by even more now. Stanford, our rivals, we're going to schedule them this year. So we might land Parker Elmore and the other tight end we added. Nothing yet for John Randall. So maybe we just send the house on him. In the lead for Darian Moore. Edge rusher Elijah Lash, we got nothing on. 25. In the lead for Walter Newberry. Passed up for Daylon Green. Don't think we're going to have enough to really add anything insane towards him unless someone else. The 50 burger works there. The big boost there. Now we're fighting Navy. We have a better pipeline tier. Maybe we up the scholarship antics to 10 for Christian Anku. And see if that maybe boosts him. Because, you know, Navy can't spend the NIL, you know, for being realistic here. We also make the move on Matthew and 9. So we are kind of spending a lot. And we haven't offered any of these big guys anything yet. Or these 3 stars right here. That I'm kind of afraid that we might have to. But I'm hoping we don't have to, like, if I just offer them a scholarship with no money. Let's see if they commit, because no one else is going after them. But we have no more hours, so hopefully some people commit, free up some hours. Forgot my logo wasn't there. Okay, we'll sim to the final week. And hopefully we are in the lead for some of these. We get a hard commit from Miles Alumba. Amazing in the guard position. We are in a recruiting battle with Navy for ASQ. All right, Navy. All right, Navy. No way Navy wants this guy this bad. Miles Alumba, hard commit. Verbal commit. I don't know if a verbal commit's going to land through. We did offer him a scholarship already, actually. Ruggins is close. Close. Honestly, since we're going to land him with just the scholarship anyways. Going to free up those 5 points. We're going to land him. No one else pursuing him. Free up those 5 points. We should be out Stanford and company for Parker Elmore. We're in the lead for most of these. Somehow in the lead. Maybe New Mexico makes a late push. We're passed by Nebraska for Daylon Green. And what we can do is offer the scholarship for playing time. Oh. Wait. No, visit him for playing time. Whoops. And then add 10. And we get passed for Patrick Williams. No, 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 no. This can't be. This can't be. We're in a recruiting battle for ASQ. Really don't know how much more we could do besides up his NIL. But a scholarship offer he already likes. We just have to hope the pipeline tier comes in clutch. We're gonna win out on these guys. So what I'm gonna do is we need at least 15 NIL so we can offer these guys. I'm going to offer them their very disinterested amount of 0, and hopefully they commit just based off no one else giving them a scholarship. I'm going to try to bite the bullet and hopefully they commit with 0 NIL, because no one else is pursuing these guys anyways, so we'll see if this works or not in landing those guys, because they're not even, I mean, Ruggins is kind of close to committing, but hopefully the 0 NIL pitch works. And then elsewhere, just gotta hopefully beat the battle. I don't even think we're gonna get a corner. Maybe there is a corner we could sneakily sneak in and get on the final week that absolutely no one else has offered. What about this guy from Tennessee? No, he's a junior. I want kind of a younger guy. What about this other guy from Penn State? No, Boston College offered him. Great. Iowa? She's a junior, though. The young guys are getting picked. Junior, sophomore from Southern Miss. I think we're just going to have to settle for RJ Rayner, who wants playing style. Or we go William Nettles. Let's add Nettles. Then we need to free up. Well, that's NIL. John Randall. We don't have to send the house on. Then we go back to, was it Sims or Randall? I think it was Randall, actually. Just put this, okay, I think this is all we could do. I mean, the best we could do is maybe try to get a visit for Patrick Williams. But I think we're past. No, we could try to get a visit. I just don't know how we're going to clear up 40 points. I mean, I get how we could clear up 30. We need some of Randall's here. All right, Williams, we're going all in for this man. We're going to offer him the playing time. We're going to see if that works out or not. Hopefully we can beat him out. All right, this is it. Here we go. The big stepper. Who will we get? Who will we miss out on? Didn't really scout about any of these guys besides the corners. Hard commit Parker Elmore. We actually still end up getting him. Hopefully he turns out good. Hard commit from Darian Moore. Hard commit from Walter Newberry. Hard commit from Patrick Williams, cornerback. Peyton Woodyard. I don't think we got Askew. I think Navy somehow got him. I think our cheap scholarships worked out for those other guys. We get Corey Sims at wide receiver. We land John Randall still. And we land 2 tight ends, actually. So there we go. We are going to miss out on Askew and Isaiah Hart. But for the most part, I think we got everybody. It does suck on Askew. I was actually kind of hoping we could get him. But he's going to Navy, I guess. Disciplinary. And we will take a look at National Signing Day. We spend a good majority of our NIL here. Where needed. We do land Vigil, normal dev. We don't get Hart. He commits to Northwestern. Normal dev from Remigio, the punter. Doesn't matter too much. Corey Sims is only normal dev, 89 speed though. Normal dev for Parker Elmore. None of these guys are looking good. Darian Moore, at least impact dev. Speed rusher, normal dev. Impact for Walter Newberry. Normal dev for Askew, actually. Wow. So star dev for Peyton Woodyard. We're going to get 1 year out of him, but that is nice get. And then he just commits to Duke. I don't even think Duke offered him a scholarship. He just committed to Duke. Kind of a last get there, but impact dev for the other tight end at least. And, you know, not an insane class by any means. Mountain West standards. We do get the top one with 22 3-stars and 1 2-star and being our punter. So with 23 total commits, we'd land the top class in the Mountain West with the top 60 class in all of college football. A lot of 3-stars. I mean, it's basically just, it's not like an overall impressive class by who we got. It's just the amount we got, I think. But we covered our basis a little. I think we're still going to have some holes, maybe some walk-ons. But position changes, and it does look like our cheap scholarships will work out. We land no athletes. Bullet's going to be a 66 starting overall, and that is rough. He's going to have 85 speed, 80 acceleration, so more than we had last year. So Daniel Rolovich might pass him in that, but yeah, okay. Throw power is 88. That's not terrible. Good short accuracy, decent mid accuracy, decent deep accuracy. I think for a 66, that's probably because his awareness rating is so low, but we're playing the game, so that's not going to matter too much, in my opinion. So I think he's better than it says. Freshman Rakeem Vigil, nothing crazy. We still retain Zeke Clay, but a quiet 3 backfield running back room is not the best, but at least we get 90 speed, 96 acceleration out of Zeke Clay. We do have a fullback on roster, Jimmy Woodard. He was on the roster last year. I guess we never used him. Jordan Anderson, our top guy, staying. Corey Sims, who we just paid in the transfer portal, will be up to a 73, 89 speed, and everybody else kind of here. We didn't add anyone besides Corey Sims, I believe. Tight end, we add 2 in Matthew Ogunai and Parker Elmore, vertical threat. Redshirt freshman is going to be down yonder. It's something. It is something, at least. Something to have. Good catching from Kopa Kadawada. Walu. Left tackle is going to be John Randall, who we just picked up, and he's infinitely better than anybody we had on roster. Guard-wise, yikers. That's all I got to say. The freshman, Mike Page, yikers. The 2 freshman guards, we might get sacked every game. I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to move him over to left guard. We are about severely hurting in about every category in the offensive line, and it's not even a joke. I mean, that is probably the worst offensive line you will ever see. Oh my goodness. We have 2 guys over 70. I don't think that could be worse. Only one left edge rusher is the freshman from Idaho that we just got in. I mean, this team is rough. This team is rough. We're gonna add Darian Moore to the left edge side. D tackles, we obviously lose our better player, but we land Walter Newberry in the portal, who is not looking terrible. Impact Dev starting at 73 for us. We get 3 freshmen, with only BJ Hearns being Impact Dev, so we'll see what we get done with that. Nothing impressive anywhere else. Corner, we do get Patrick Williams. That last ditch effort in the visit helps us out there. Isaiah Buxton, I believe, is returning. We land David Atwood as a freshman who's going to maybe be that 3rd string. I mean, we need so many better players everywhere on the field. Peyton Woodard, though, star dev, we get in the portal. He's a redshirt junior, I believe, going into his senior year. We'll see about that, but he is going to be at least a beast, and hopefully that star dev gives him a nice boost in the offseason. Strong safety, Jared Duhan has a deal breaker of proximity to home because we have a C-. But he is star dev. This is someone we're going to have to try and be able to keep on this roster next season for sure. And then maybe play him this year, actually, as starting strong safety. Kicker-wise, Matthias Brown, he'll be our kicker next year, but Trajan Sinatra will be returning. And our new punter, Steve Remigio. Other than that, this roster looks rough. More than rough. But we'll see if it's an upgrade at all. If any, I don't think it is. I think our offensive line is significantly worse. But I think we might be worse than last year. I somehow made this team worse, which is tough. We'll advance the week. How about that? And take a look at this roster a little more and maybe customize some of the new freshmen. We'll take a look at training results. This is going to be huge. Not going to have a single player that is 80 overall. But Anderson goes up to a 79 for his junior season. Carson Clark at wide receiver jumps 9 overalls. My goodness, to a 78. Was a freshman with us last year, redshirted. That'll be awesome. Woodard gains 2 with his star dev. And it looks like he is going to be junior, so maybe we get an extra year of him here. Walter Newberry gains 3. We see a lot of big gainers here in the wide receiver position. Caleb Barnett up to 6 to a 74. Up 7 for Timmy Barton up to a 74. We see Rolvich go all the way up to 73 with 7. I still don't think we're going to start him, though. We're probably going to put the true freshman in. Some big jumpers, some not so big jumpers. But a big one here, we maybe have... I mean, even accuracy, the true freshman's better. I mean, I think we're for sure going with the true freshman, no doubt about it. Even if he got +7 in change of direction and agility. I still think the true freshman is light years better than him. Zeke Clay will gain 4. Ups his agility, change of direction, 2 in carrying. He's going to probably be our guy, so hopefully he can take us to the promised land, I guess. Wide receiver room gets a huge boost. I mean, we had so many wide receivers. Obviously, we lost Malachi Riley, Anthony Ivy, and another guy. We lost all our starting wide receivers, so this will be a whole new lineup. Anderson still played somewhat of last season with us and had 2 touchdowns, so he's going to be taking the point this season. Sims looks like he might still get in. Big jump for Clark with +9, so that's awesome. Tight ends, Parker Elmore jumps 5 overalls. The transfer looking good, hopefully. It's +7 to catching and +6 in catching traffic, and the +8 in spat catch with 90 spat catch. That is amazing. I don't know. Oh yeah. Is most of his cap breakers. He'll get better at blocking, maybe a little better at route running, and maybe his power. But for the most part, he's kind of maxed out at where he's at. Good cap breakers here for Matthew Ngoy, who's impact. So a guy who sadly didn't get a boost this training will hopefully get it next year. Tackle looks more rough. At least we get Gilchrist up to a 73. 73 for Williams Gentry. All the right guards are new. And then right tackle is just horrendous. That is rough. Darian Moore, not much of a boost. Elijah Lash. David Randall. I mean, this defense is somehow going to be worse than last season, if that's even possible. Walter Newberry, though, at least a good addition. Also, linebacker BJ Blackburn at least hit the 70. I mean, Mike linebacker, we are hurting horrendously. The big thing is we're not so senior oriented. The team was so old last season, and we're only rocking in. We'll have 5 corners. That is rough. Free safety, Peyton Woodard, amazing. And then Hunter Noel, also amazing there. He'll be a senior, so it'll be rough. Do we play the freshman or him or not? Kickers don't gain much. Tyus Brown probably sitting another year. And then, yeah. Yikes. Yikes. Training results-wise, it still says we're the same overall, but I don't know if that's for sure going to be our new one. Our new overall. We have some skills to upgrade. Actually, 130, which should max out the rest of these at least. Probably not going to look into quarterback, but wide receiver, we probably drastically need that for sure. We have 40 to spend. I don't know if I'm going to max these out because that's more transfer oriented. And, meant to go. How much is Motivate? Motivator's 50. So I think we're going to hold on to that and wait to unlock Motivator next. And I think that is it. We will advance past training results. Encourage transfers, I don't really know. Yeah, we're nowhere near the max roster size. 66 out of 85, yeesh. Not changing the conferences at all. I don't think we can change anything in the blueprints. I know for sure. For sure we're going to be hiring staff, but that's preseason, so I'm going to try to get more NIL towards the end of the year with that fundraising thing, I believe. Other than that, not doing custom conferences, no one to encourage to transfer. I believe we are good to advance to the preseason. That is true. You do only need 22 players. And we are 69 across the board. We did get worse. But are we really worse? I feel like we got a lot of young guys. I mean, the roster overall will drop. Okay, Romeo, this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the season. I don't know if you did this for yours. But this is what I'm going to do. Reduces NIL expectations. I'm obviously not going to buy the $500 one. This fundraising lead would be awesome. We get 500 dynasty point increase if we spend the 350 now. That would leave us with a little under 200. Or do I just go with the cheaper one that's 150? That will get us 250 by the end of the season. Okay, yeah, you did the brown ones. I forgot to do one of these last year, which sucks. I mean, for 300 NIL, I could get 2 of these brawn ones. Maybe. Actually, never mind. Team Prestige needs to be higher, so I could only buy 1. I definitely want to do the Dynasty Points one, I think. Because reduced NIL expectations isn't going to be crazy. But do I spend the 350 or do I do the 150? We get about 100 more NIL, and with this one we get about 150. Honestly, not that big of a jump, actually. So I'm just going to do the cheap one. We're going to do that. Spend that now. Probably should have done that last year. And we're going to have to hopefully have a good recruiting year this year. Custom schedule. Ooh. We got to keep the Fresno one because that's a rivalry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're actually playing 12 games this year instead of 13. And we open up conference play with UNLV. That sucks. Do I get rid of Arizona or Minnesota? I want to add... I'm not playing CSU. I don't need to play CSU. I need to play Stanford. Because there are bigger rivals. But do I get rid of... I do like Minnesota. But if we're thinking realistic, we're a small school. So we got to stay more local. So going across the country to play Minnesota isn't really the best. These are like all the same. I'm pretty sure we hosted UNLV. We're hosting them again. We play at Air Force again. We play at Hawaii again. I think we played at Nevada last time, so that's fine. But we hosted NIU. We get to play at the Fargo Dome. Obviously not in the game yet, but... And then... we also hosted New Mexico, and we also played at UTEP. Kind of similar conference games. Let's see. Record-wise, Minnesota did better. North Texas was my dynasty team last year, so the fact that we're playing them at home is funny. I don't know, do we... I don't mind the Minnesota one. But do I want back-to-back rivalry games on the road? Honestly, I prefer playing Minnesota, so I'm going to drop Arizona. For Stanford, if they are willing to play. And they are. So we're going to go play at Stanford for that rivalry game. Who, wow, they had a rough season last year. But we're going to save that. That's the only thing we're going to change. And then we get into recruiting after I set the depth chart. Because quarterback is... the true freshman is just the best. Most speed, similar acceleration, similar agility. The only thing bad is his awareness, I think, is bringing his overall down. Better throw power. Pretty much better accuracy than all the quarterbacks. I'm starting the freshman, man. But dang, he can get his quickness up, his IQ up. His throw power isn't going to get any better, but he's at 88. So that's honestly pretty good still. And then his accuracy can still improve so much. So that's huge. Running back wise, we're good there. I mean, I don't think I'm going to change anything else. I think it'll all work out elsewhere. I think I'm going to rock with Parker Elmore as a starting tight end now. And then, I mean, offensive line is terrible. I don't even want to look at it, really. Tune, hopefully we get him decent enough playing time. He has good caps, at least. But I do want to get, like, a practice in with the team before we get into it. But also... before we get into recruiting, edit some of these young guys. Obviously normal dev, but his accuracy can get better. His throw power can still get better. And his IQ is... Obviously, that's what's hurting his overall, is this being so low. I mean, he can even get faster. He could probably max out his speed. It just sucks that he's going to be stuck at impact development. Is there... Ooh, do we rock the number 11 with him? He was 12, so I think 2 is comparable. Let's see what gear. He's rocking the speed flex. I don't mind that. We're not going to change that. Going to give him a visor, though. A little drippy drip. We'll do a hanging mouse piece. Frick it. They have secondary color, but do they have like a primary color? Oh, there we go. Team color. I'm a big eye paint guy, so I think that's good. Compression, maybe? Good there. And then wrist. The tape looks better in my opinion than the wristbands. Lower body. Do we give him a leg sleeve? I think we do. And I'm going to take the socks down. I want my new quarterback dripped out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Future Heisman. Okay, running back wise, I don't think Vigil will see the field, maybe. I mean, I would hope for him to. He already looks like he got the drip. We're going to leave him be. Wide receiver, any new ones? Carson Clark, Anderson played for us. Corey Sims played for us last year. Maybe we'll look at Clark. He was a freshman. He's rocking number 1 this year. Might have the dread sticking out. See what his gear looks like. Ooh, he's rocking the Axiom. I'm just leaving be, actually. I mean, no one else, right? Maybe a little edge rusher drip. The freshman, Heath Toon. Ah, he's already dripped out. He is already dripped out. Any corners? Looks like David Atwood will be playing, probably. If we go in a dime set, he's probably going to be playing. Ooh, already rocking the F7 Pro. Ooh. Stream might be lagging. Hopefully that's just for a second. Okay, we're back. Good. I mean, he's already dripped out. Don't need to change anything. We have good auto drip for these guys. Free safety. We could look at the new guy, Jared Duhan, who's probably going to leave us after 1 year. Oh, but he looks good. I wonder if he has the Speed Flex robot face mask. Is my guess here. Oh, he does not. We're going to change that. He's got to have that right face mask. It is right here. And we're going to give him a hanging mouthpiece as well. We're going to give him the secondary one, actually. He's going to rock the yeller. And then he gets the nose tape. Dripped out. Dripped out. That's what a starting strong safety looks like. Let's see what the punter looks like. You know, some punters got drip. This guy might not be one of those punters, but what is his... He's right-handed, so he's got to punt with his right leg. So what I'm going to do is give this man a leg sleeve, because that seems like something a punter would have. And give him a little undershirt. And we'll go with the baggy team colored instead of the white. All right, dripped out punter now as well. Now we can try to add some new recruits. This is going to be big with scouting. I don't think we found a single gem. Well, that's a lie. Jared Duhan, I technically probably would have been a gem since he was star dev. But we need everything. Oh my gosh, we need everything. Not even funny the amount of people we need. It's all 2 and 1 stars though. Like, I feel like we can find the love of the 3 stars. QB, pipeline, try to get some local talent. I mean, we don't have the money to get some of these guys, but let's see what Trip Garrison has to offer. Halfback. I think big thing is later in the year I gotta try and sneak in the 4 stars that are getting absolute 0 offers and focus towards them. I'll say any of these lower NIL guys, I think we really gotta get into scouting. We have 3 running backs on roster. It is rough. So, like, any of these guys honestly gonna be improvement, but we're gonna try and scout majority of these guys with our points. I'm looking for a certain play style that I'm just not. There we go. Elusive Bruiser from Eric Trahan. And then we'll go wide receivers. Mr. Grubbs, you're going to get added. Speedsters would be ideal, but route runners is also nice. Gadget guys are good too as well, actually. So we're just gonna do that. And then tackle wise, boom, this guy right here. He's raw strength though. We'll add him just in case, scout him. Agile for Turpin. Well rounded. I think these are the guys I kind of want to pursue. And that guy wants playing time, which we can offer that. Guards are going to be huge. We'll go pass protectors. Not bad. Well rounded as well. Don't really want to go after those. These well-rounded guys are kind of who I want to get. Edge rushers. All the edge rushers want money. Playing time for power rusher. Go D tackle. There's only two that don't want money. We'll add one of them. Outside linebacker. Looks like we need everybody. I don't know what's a good. We'll go playing time. Conference prestige isn't bad. So we'll just add those three guys and scout them and see. This guy, we can at least get good pipeline on him. And then we'll just add this guy too. I'm probably adding like the worst of the worst. And we'll probably end up in the same boat that we did last season. This is so hard. I want a signal caller Mike linebacker, but also I don't know if I have the ability to choose who I want realistically. Alright, corner, we need speed. I don't know which corners offer the most speed, but I don't think it's zone guys. Maybe bump and run guys. I mean, conference prestige. We'll try all three and see. Bump and run. Who did I add here? Zone, bump and run, boundary, and then this guy will be field. And we'll kind of see who has the most speed out of those guys. No free safety, strong safety. I mean, we found a gem last season. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that again, but hybrid would be the ideal get. We're going to add those expensive guys just to see how they are. Okay. Realistically, I don't really need to... I'm not focusing on scouting QB because I like the QB we have. Running back wise. Any kind of speed is good. Speed. Like this guy right here. 92 speed, 85 acceleration. His juke's a little iffy. But that is the speed I'm looking for. Wide receiver. We added a gadget, speedster, 2 gadget, and speedsters. Hopefully. Speedster isn't very speedster-like, but. Ooh, gem Trent Ally, 85 speed, 88 acceleration. Decent route running. Why does the wide receiver have 84 throw power though? We're going to add him up there. At tackle, I'm just going to scout. These guys are guards. I mean, these will probably be any good. I think mainly let's scout corner for sure. And that guy's a bust. Just gonna go ahead and get rid of him. Zone with 86 speed though. Try to remember that. 87 speed there. 85 speed for bump and run. And then the field, 94 speed. So speed we're going to get in the field position. So an athletic guy like Brochard, I'm going to move him to the top. And then those strong safeties are probably going to be good because they're ranked so much higher. Linebacker wise, honestly got no idea. Edge rushers would be huge as well. And that guy's a bust. We're just gonna go ahead and not add him. I mean, offensive line is actually humongous. I don't know who. I mean, like this guy's. Oh, Gem and Doug Pryor. That is what we need. That is what we need. Well, that's all our hours. Gosh. This is going to be one of the hardest rebuilds I think I've ever done. Oh. Frames are dropping. I think they're coming back. Drink of water. I think we're ready to get going. We already got our staff figured out. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, frames are kind of dropping again. Stream seems to be okay though. Okay, that Fresno State game is going to be massive. Oh my gosh, these are insane goals. If we win 75% of our conference games this season, oh my god, 500 NIL is insane. And if we beat Fresno State, that's 200 NIL. I mean, I have coach firing off, but those 3 objectives take a huge hit and to where I'd probably get fired. They're expecting a lot conference-wise. 75% of conference games, we're playing what? 8 conference games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's 75% of 8? Gotta pull out the calculator for this. I don't even know how you do that. Oh, is it times? 75%? 6. They're saying only lose 2 conference games is the goal, is to only lose 2 conference games. That is an insane ask from the season we had last year. And beat Fresno State. I mean, they want wins. They want wins. That is abundantly clear. That they want a good season. I mean, we're offering this guy. He's a gem. We're gonna add 5 to it, and he's getting the 50 burger. And it's gonna be the same from him. He's expecting So we're going to wait on the scholarship for him, but we are going to add 50. So that's majority of our points absolutely gone right there. We're going to offer 5 scholarship on that. And then the speed alone gets this guy someone who I want to grab. Even if his man and zone is atrocious. And his awareness is atrocious. I already know his overall is going to be terrible. Chen, really good speed in the backfield. We're just going to go out and offer a scholarship and give him 25. None of the wide receivers swayed me into grabbing them, I think. Maybe besides the speedster. Because the catching, terrible there. I mean, I guess they're all terrible. Holy crap. I think we pursue this man right here first. I'm just going to add 25, and we'll wait on the scholarship for him. For sure. We added the good lineman we maybe wanted. I mean, there's no one else we really wanted to pursue. I mean, any of these guys are going to be an insane pickup. So at worst, I'm going to send the house on him because I just know he's going to be at least decent, but we're going to wait for sure. And then after this, we're going to maybe we did add a running back already. We added a wide receiver. Lineman for sure. This well-rounded. I'm going to scout these guys now. I'm going to try to scout these guys every week. Honestly, not terrible. And then we're just going to offer him the scholarship. And then put 10 on him. And then with the rest of the points, we're going to start scouting these guys. That guy's a bust. That is awesome. And we have 20 left. We could finish a scout on him. We'll try to slowly scout these guys over the next few weeks. But very few guys to go after. I don't think we need as much as we did last season in recruiting. So that may help us. What we do here, though, is we had to practice. Oh, actually, before we go, I do have slider sleds to apply. Never mind, they did not save. Hold on. Let me add these real quick. I'm a guy who likes to play with sliders, so they did not save last time. That saved. I want to say that all saved. Wait, that did save. Oh, I don't think I saved him. That's why. I didn't save them myself. I just added them without saving. I think penalties and all that stayed the same. I just didn't. Well, now they're not popping up. Hold up. Well, half the screen is ads. Hold up. It's loading. It's loading. It's not loading. Okay, hold up. Why are they not coming up? I found them right here. Maybe. There we go. Alright. Now I have to save them this time because I didn't save them. I mean, everything else saved, but... Go. 40? 45, which may hurt us a little bit, but that's okay. And then run blocking was also down to 45. Run blocking was a little OP at times, but and then interceptions is turned down. And then after interception, 50 tackling is to 45. And then field goal power and all that is at 50. And then this is at all the way down to 35, which I agree because some of these quarterbacks were absolutely insane for not being that good. 45. Run blocking is going to be 53. Whoops, went the wrong way. Damn, I thought they already had good run blocking. And then not till interceptions. Oops, not tackling. And then tackling actually is adjusted, right? To 45. And they don't have pass coverage anymore as a slider. So we save these. If you want to look these up, MAT 10 sliders is what I use every year. That's what I name them. Save. MAT 10. Okay, save. And then penalties were also already changed, I believe. 45 for face mask, yeah. And then time and all that was changed as well. So then all we gotta do is go back and add them to our dynasty. I don't know why they always say to do it outside your dynasty and then upload them in, so that's what I do. Boom, they have been added. Everything should be good. Fatigue is higher, penalties change, perfect. And hopefully they get to changing those more. I'm gonna up the quarter length 1 to 11, and I think everything else is fine. They have it at 12 minutes, but 1 minute's not gonna make a difference, but I think that's where we're at. And I might go ahead and play this first game of the season to see how the team is, or I'm gonna go into practice for sure, actually. At least. I don't know if I'm gonna play the first game of the season yet. Because I mainly wanted to get to the off season and see how it went. Practice facility. We're going to see how the team looks, how the true freshman quarterback looks. On paper, worse than last year, but hopefully that means nothing. It's a work in progress. It does seem like they are setting pretty insane goals for us to try to complete this year. The Fresno State one's going to be tough. I mean, all of them are going to be tough. They expect us to win 75% of our Mountain West games. Which, I mean, depending how things go. Like, if they lost a lot of guys themselves, they could all be dookie as well. Ooh. See, I don't think the throw under pressure is going to be very good with the freshman Bullet. But the big thing is he's going to have that running ability. And Sims, one of those transfer guys we went out and got with the grab there and for 6. Clark, one of those guys who had a big boost in the off season. Maybe he has a good year. Maybe he doesn't. Anderson, our only returning wide receiver. Quick throw, that's intercepted. that was like a panic throw. This offense is interesting. I never usually change playbooks. I try to rock with the team I choose as their playbook throughout the whole dynasty thing. But this year, I am honestly debating changing the playbook. You've seen enough 12-0 season. I don't know about that, Romeo. Oh, that's a touchdown. I mean, this true freshman has pretty good accuracy. The only reason his overall is so low is because his awareness is so low. But his accuracy is good. He's good throw power. He has good running ability. He's an athletic specimen. The bad thing is this offensive line is terrible. And we might have to run the ball a lot with the quarterback. And it might result in them running QB spies, which is very hard to maneuver around. We'll see, though. Pressured. Somehow got it out, but that one's incomplete. These are interesting screens. Actually, I like that screen. That was a good play. Play action here. Step up in the pocket. Not like immediate quickness. Oh, I thought he was going to pick up the block. I haven't tried running with him yet. Oh. See, like, big developing route plays like that, I don't think we have a chance at completing, like, any of those. And let's see that speed. That's honestly better speed than we had last year. I actually forgot to look where even Malachi Riley went. That was one of the major guys I would love to see and where he went to go play at. Probably should have just scheduled them. Try to get acclimatized with the team. Might play that North Texas game. Ooh, nice tackle. I think the run game is going to take a major hit. Oh, come on, dude. That's a linebacker on a wide receiver, and he's getting no separation. That's concerning. Dump off screen to Clay. I mean, Clay's not bad by any means. And Jabari Bates wasn't like an insane running back prospect, but okay. We had a tight end last year that attempted that a lot. Pressure in his face. Still got it out, and I don't know how that's dropped. Or the linebacker's just fast. True. True. Screen here to Zeke. Ooh. I wish I could change his number. Maybe I need to check that. 37's kind of a little ugly running back number. Dump down. I don't know. I'm like excited but scared for this season because insane goals to try. I think the biggest goal is to try to knock out that bowl game, but winning 75% of our conference games is a little OD in my opinion, but might be doable. Not minding the team so far. Wide open. Barber. I think the center struggles with the snaps. Here shows the speed from Bullet. Maybe more read options this year, if I can actually do them correctly. I feel like I need to practice those profusely. That was my fault. So you try to get those bad passes out of the way and get them done in practice rather than in the games. All over that. Let's... Ooh, actually, I don't know if I could change that. Oh, here we go. Let's go strong safety. Let's see what Jared... Oh, nope. I can't change the other team's depth chart, apparently. Never mind then. I was going to try to put Jared Duhan in and see how he was cooking and looking. Oh, cross the line of scrimmage. I used to be really good at like tiptoeing around that line. That fine line. But not no more. They are there. One of the transfer tight ends we got. I guess we did end up needing two anyways, so it worked out. Pressured. In the face. Oh, we're looking at some lag. Stream's lagging. I mean, we're in a practice, but... Not a bad throw. Good catch by Sims. And a touchdown somehow. Stream lagging's pretty bad like it was earlier. So maybe we won't play that other game. There goes the fullbacks. For some reason it said he was on the roster last year, so he's on the roster again this year. Check it down to Sims. Ooh, Sims at least has a good first step juke. Sorry for the stream lagging. I had that issue all day for some reason, and I was doing fine for an hour and 43 minutes before it started up again. So, oof. The downside is, I think Bullet might get hit a lot this year. And if we can somehow avoid that happening, that would be amazing. Linebacker with eyes in the back of his head. Wide open over the middle. And Sims, that first juke is going to be disgusting. Definitely got to get Sims the ball. Ooh, Sims route running is nice as well. I am liking the transfer Sims. Oof. That's that transfer D tackle. At least we got someone on the defensive side of the ball that's ready. Well, I don't know what. I'm so bad at those. That's why I never call those, because I know I'm going to fold. Oh my gosh, he caught it. That was a dumb pass. And he still comes down with it. Good block by the tight end. Stream still lagging apparently. Oh, I clicked the sprint button a little too quick on that one. Nice fake. Almost Aaron Rodgers-esque, and then straight to the defense. I need to throw that sooner. I just don't know what break he's on. Interesting. Zeke dancing around. I feel like I like that this year with the running back. You dance around a lot, like, quicker without, like, pressing speed. Like, you can make strong cuts like that and move around. Very jittery. Oh, yeah. That's all without pressing the sprint button. So, that's insane. Somehow got that over the linebacker's head. That is a risky throw. Probably an interception 9 times out of 10. Step up in the pocket. No one's open. Should have just ran it. I was looking for someone to pass to. Hail Mary ball play. Tight end wide open. Pressure. That is going to be the big issue this year. Is pressure on the quarterback. His throw under pressure is not good whatsoever. Decent enough blocks. They bring a blitz. Wide open Barton. Good cut by Barton. I'm really hoping this season 2 goes a lot better. At least we got to improve every season. Like, obviously on paper, our roster is worse. But that could mean a lot of things, really. It is worse. It is worse. If you look at everything, it is worse. I mean, if you're looking overall-wise, strictly, then yes, it's obviously going to be worse. But Bullet is not 66 overall. He is the best accuracy on the team, outside of maybe short accuracy by a little bit. More athletic quarterback than any other quarterback on roster. So they may be higher overalls than him, but they're not better than him athletically at all. But we're going to have to run with him a lot. And we're going to have to somehow keep him on the roster for next season. Oh, yeah, look at that. Zeke Clay. Zeke Clay has the speed. I'm excited for him, at least. He might have a better season. I would love to change his number, though. 37 for starting running back. I don't think I can. He might be an actual player, so I'll definitely look into it. I think the big thing is this defense has some decent athletic guys on roster. It's just, can we do anything with that? They're not. Our defense was bad last year, so I mean, anything's a slight improvement from last season. Hit while throwing. Had time in the pocket, though. Those are just long developing routes. That is not time in the pocket. Got it out to Clay, and that burst of speed, not a lot of people are going to be able to catch him. Linebacker gets through, but if we can outrun him like that, that is going to be humongous. Dump down to Clay. Ooh, that was a really good run play. I mean, we obviously don't have college football playoff aspirations, but... Oh, that is not who I thought I was throwing to. I really got to look at that. I had a really bad interception one of the games because I was like, guy was completely not who I thought I was throwing to. Almost a good block. If Sims can pick up that block, that is amazing. Got to be a quicker dump off. I think we're better in the tight end position at least this year. I mean, look at that deep ball. That is gorgeous. Throw on the run is a little iffy. Throw on the run is a little iffy. Oh my gosh. Went up and got it. That might be a good one to end on for the practice, at least. Went up and got it. Hopefully, plenty of that this coming season. Ooh, this is also a good little thumbnail for the future. Hands on the head. Alright, I'm just getting thumbnails for the future now. For the future streams. Oh yes, Jamie Bullitt throwing up the hands. Our future at QB. What's a good thumbnail here? I mean, either of those are good. Oh yeah, I am so excited. I'm so excited for him because he's an underrated quarterback, in my opinion. Sims is a shifty man. Ooh, Bakers. There's some questions in this playbook that I'm not really a fan of. See, like that 3-man rush is getting home. Gotta set the feet there. He has him beat too. That's a terrible throw. Good interception, terrible throw. We got a man. We had a man there. It's definitely fun playing with this team. I think we're creating the good storylines. And I'm hoping we meet those goals, because that is huge NIL boost for this team if we can do that. Now, I'm still learning the new system, so not everything I did was justified. I mean, I think it's definitely better to scout your players, especially the recruits you're trying to get. That's what I'm going to try to focus on, scouting more of these guys this year, not fully commit to these guys, but like a couple of the gems we got from scouting. I mean, we couldn't really scout last year because we were such an early on coach that scouting was far from really, because we were like a level 1 coach, but we'll be able to scout more this year and actually scout full positions. So, I mean, that's infinitely better. And I think I'm going to try to do that more. And then maybe, since the game hasn't fully updated on some recruits just not getting targeted at all, my goal is to try and maybe sneak in some 4 stars before they update the game. A little glitchy, a little, you know, douchey, but gotta get this team better. And if we have a 4-star for a year, I mean, come on. You're telling me you wouldn't want to get that? Oh, see, that hit the hands. They gotta come down with that. It's kind of there, but you gotta have the throw power and arm strength to get it there. I didn't think he was gonna break the sack, so I kind of just put the hand off the controller there. Ooh, that is an insane change of direction. On paper, this roster might not look good, but I am happy with this team. I think we got more athletic in the spots we need to be athletic in, especially in the quarterback position. Don't get me wrong, love Robert McDaniel, but as a temporary quarterback for a year, he did the job. But we got a new man, Bullet, in town. I just don't think we're going to be able to sit in the pocket. And I hate that because I already get too antsy in the pocket as is. So that's going to be tough. Underthrown on purpose, can't come down with it. Should have ended on that freaking absolute moss from Sims. I do have a thumbnail for next stream though with Bullet, so I'm excited for that. See what I cook up there or not. See, that's why I don't like those screens. I feel like they get so easily disrupted. Let's try to score one more touchdown. And then we'll call our stream. And I might stream tomorrow some of those opening games. We got all 3 rivals scheduled this year. Almost getting in there. On the road at Stanford. I mean, they're all on the road. We don't have a single home rivalry game. On the road at Fresno State this season, as we hosted them last year. They obliterated us. They're in the Pac-12. Hopefully they just took a nice decline and lost some of their guys. That's the hope. That's a bad throw. It's a safe throw, not a good throw. Ooh, safety all over that. That might have been the newcomer. We're not going to be able to check that out. Bullet is going to run it in to finish out the practice. Might have a good thumbnail with that in the sunlight. Never mind, it might be too bright. Sheesh, is that not like cinematic or what? I love these helmets. I need to just rock the blue helmets. Sheesh. Alright, that's good for practice. Alright. I'm excited. I already want to play this game, but I'm going to hold off. We'll take a look at what North Texas has to offer. Another week 0 game. I'm actually just going to look at the roster since we haven't played any games this season and kind of see what we're going up against here. 70, 71, 69. So not far off. But they do got some guys. We do not have a single guy over 80 overall. And obviously, some of these are boosted. A lot of these are boosted. But they're still high 70s. They have a really good wide receiver in Josiah Martin. A really good left tackle in Johnny Williams. Another good wide receiver. So their wide receivers are going to be nasty. And a good running back. Yikes. Okay, so their whole team is just made up of wide receivers, I guess. Their quarterback is the Oregon transfer, Austin Novosad. Okay. They got an 80 overall freshman kicker. And they have a 79 overall junior kicker. Interesting. Weird. But at quarterback, we're probably going to play in Austin Novosad. That's just awesome. 91 throw power, 88 short accuracy, 87 mid accuracy, 83 deep. How is this guy not a higher overall? His speed's a little iffy, but other than that, this guy is disgusting. Oh my, I don't know if I'm ready for this game. Ahmad Miller is disgusting as well. Their wide receiver room is on a whole nother level. Okay in the tight end position. Now, I did a rebuild with them last year, so I know some of these guys. And they have an 80 overall edge rusher, better than Dante. No, Romeo. No. Bad Romeo. I feel like this team is better than... I mean, okay, the linebacker position, they're a little weak. Some good corners, decent free safety, and a decent strong safety. Why do they have 4 kickers on roster? Why do they have 4 kickers on roster? Okay, I feel like their overall is a little lying. Their offense is stacked, so it might have to go in a shootout. If you want to look at our offense, there it is. Overall-wise, not pretty at all whatsoever. That right side, right guard, freshman, right tackle, 68 rough. But Bullet is a 66. There's no way this man is a 66. Defense, maybe even worse. Maybe even worse. Woodyard is number 12. Okay, he was pretty good. Strong safety is going to be Noel. I kind of want to play Jared Duhan at the strong safety position, but I don't know if it's right. Obviously, overall-wise, he's not there. Hunter Noel's going to give us more speed, better strength, better awareness, better coverage. Okay, I'd love to play Jared Duhan, but he's going to have to sit 1 year, and he's probably going to transfer anyway, so And he's such a good player. One thing, I want to see if Malachi Riley went anywhere. Actually, because I forgot to look. I should have looked through recruiting if he went anywhere. But, gosh, what is the best way to look at this? Do I go team through team and just see if I see a Riley anywhere? I doubt he went to Alabama. This is stupid. I'm going to go through 130 plus teams to see which one he's in. What if he didn't even get picked up and he's just like completely non-existent? I mean, he was a higher overall and had impact dev, so he's definitely going to be around the 80s if he did get picked up. This is like the dumbest way to look through. I should have just seen if he signed with the school or not. He better have at least went to a Power 4 school. If he at least made progress in where he went, I would be happy with that. And I'm also trying not to look at team overalls for anyone we play in the future. I didn't really look at Illinois here. I am not seeing him anywhere. I mean, he was a really good wide receiver last year. Does he just disappear in the random transferness portal? Had a 1,000-yard receiving yard season, then just doesn't go to any team? I'm not seeing this man anywhere. Oh my gosh. Why does Miami have... There are so many 80 overall plus wide receivers. I'm hoping he pops up somewhere. Oh yeah, Navy, who stole our corner that we wanted. What overall is he? 73, 72. He 90 speed, 91 acceleration. And he's not even going to play. He would have played on our team. I can't believe he went to Navy. He is only normal dev, so we're not like missing out too much. But gosh, he still would have at least played and been decent for us. Still upsetting. Alright. The hunt continues for Malachi Riley. Did he commit or did he randomly retire from the sport? I'm not seeing him. I am not seeing him. Oregon wide receivers. Hopefully we'll get to that level someday. Well, he didn't go to Oregon State. We're going to find him. Hopefully. I'm hoping that we find him. Or he could still be on this team. That'd be very stupid. There should be a way, if no one picks him up in the portal, that they have the ability to come back to the team if you so choose to let that happen. Because a talent like Malachi Riley needs to be on a roster. There's our very sad receiver room. Actually, not sad. That's actually one of our better groups of our roster. I feel like I maybe passed him but I haven't seen a Riley. I mean, we're getting to very few teams left that he could be on. Oh, there he is. He went to UAB. How is that a better option than here? His deal breaker, I can't remember. His deal breaker was something stupid. I'm pretty sure it was brand exposure. And you're telling me UAB has better brand exposure than San Jose State? I mean, probably. But also not much better. To be fair, he didn't upgrade that much. So he would, like, he had such a good season for us last year. But he'd maybe be wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 on our team. Maybe we just improved without him. They didn't cheap out on him? I didn't cheap out on him, okay? I offered, he was at least wanted 100. I gave him 155. That's his fault. That's his fault. I gave him more than what he was expecting. I wish you could see how much other teams are paying their players, though, because maybe they did just give him throw the bag at him. I'm surprised he didn't go to a Power 4 school. It's his senior year. He's coming off a 1,000-yard receiving year, and he went to a worse team. I doubt Robert McDaniel got picked up, so I'm not even going to try to look up all the quarterbacks or look through all the quarterbacks. Oh my goodness. USC just gets 2 absolutely insane freshmen that aren't going to play, and they're probably just going to transfer out eventually. That's fair. I don't think we had anyone else insane besides our defensive tackle, but I don't feel like going through every single team to try to find them, because I should have just looked after recruiting to see where they went. Romeo, what do you think of these season goals? Beat Fresno State for 200 NIL and win 75% of our conference games, which is 6 out of 8 of our conference games. And you get 500 NIL. That's at least making the conference championship then, with only 2 losses in conference play. If we could finish that, that would be insane. If we get both of those, that's 700 NIL. That puts us over at least 1,000 NIL for the season. I agree. 75% is crazy. We went, what? We won 4 conference games last year, and they're expecting us to be competing for a Mountain West championship, which I don't even know where we rank in our conference at all. I kind of don't want to look at other teams' overalls. Second one, doable, just tough. I agree. I'm not trying to look at other teams' overalls. I wish they'd give us like a preseason ranking on where they think we'll finish. Fresno State obliterated us last year. So we'll see. I mean, it's a rivalry game. Anything can happen, right? We are coming off a Stanford game. Rivalry Stanford. We'll have a nice little sunset matchup in Minnesota. Wait, let's look at our games here. It looks like Northern Illinois is going to be our blackout game with black jerseys. Or Nevada. Probably NIU. Because that's the latest game we have at home. And I want revenge versus UTEP after what they did to us last year. We should have beat UTEP. Who's another team I want revenge versus? We choked versus NIU, so we really need to beat them this year. UNLV was so beatable last year. I feel like that's a team we can beat as well. Air Force, we got to beat them more than to walk-off touchdown with 11 seconds left. Hawaii, I think I remember having a chance at beating them, or maybe we did beat them. I don't remember. I have to look back at the other streams on if we beat them or not. Wait, I can actually. Hold up. I know I showed the schedule from this last season. Somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Okay, here it is. We lost to Hawaii by 3. Oh, I remember that because you told me to go for it on that 4th and goal. So this is what we're looking at, revenge-wise. North Texas, Minnesota, Stanford, all 3 new teams that we didn't play last year. Fresno State, we lost to them 34-10 at home. Now we go on the road. If we beat them, that is the ultimate goal. UNLV, we lost by 10, and honestly, we're in that game if just a couple turnovers, like, went another way. Air Force, walk-off touchdown with 11 seconds left, 35-31. Hopefully avenge that. Me, bro. I don't know what you mean by that. Hawaii, lost by 3. Could have went for it on 4th and goal and maybe scored a touchdown. Nevada, we beat 31-24 on the road. So we host them this year. Northern Illinois, we scored 31 in the first half and went on to choke and lose 42-38. Revenge versus them, hopefully. Beat North Dakota State 14-12 last season. And we could have blew them out. New Mexico was like the only team I think I struggled with and like felt like I didn't have any chance at beating. And then UTEP, we lost to as well, 36-17. That game was closer than the scores showed, though. So, it's doable. It is doable, I think. I'm excited, though. I just want to rip into this season. Hopefully finish a season a week. As much as I grind this game is the goal. That is the goal. Oh yeah, I forgot actually. Let me see if I can change his number or not. He's probably an actual player, so I doubt it. Which sucks because 37 is an ugly number. Oh my gosh, we can change it. He's not a real player. We go 24, 22. He's rocking 37. So honestly, 27? Maybe 17. 17 is not really a running back number. Maybe 27. 20s look better. I think we do 27. He's rocking 37, so we keep the 7 in there. Unless we give him a single digit number. He rocked 37, so would we give him 3? Nah. I think we'll give him 27. 27 is better than 37 at least. Alright. The team is ready. The team is ready for week 1. We didn't get to see much of TU. I should have subbed him into practice. I'm so excited, dude. I think this team's better than it shows. I think this team is better than it shows. Oh, brother. Alright. It's late. I will end the stream. Bye-bye, Romeo. See you later, Romeo. I'm maybe going to play or stream tomorrow, hopefully. And grind out some of these early season games. Maybe all the non-con games besides Fresno State. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe the first 2 games. Because I really want to play now. Because I got all these guys on the team. I'm so excited to use Bullet. So excited to use Bullet. And some of the recruits. Some of the recruits we got. Some gems. Some gems. I'm hoping to. I vigorously need to grind this game. Hopefully we can land these 2 gems. That would be amazing. And then hopefully scout more of these guys and kind of see who we want to go with. Alright, I got you. I got you. I got you, Romeo. Goodbye, Romeo. See you tomorrow. Thanks you. Good night. Alright. I'm ending the stream. Go Spartans. And a better season on the way. Goodbye.